Spiritual warriors, welcome in. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for being here. So just before I hit record, I had the biggest sneeze. It was huge, okay? It was so powerful, so loud, so strong, and it came out of nowhere. And I was just like, "Wachoo!" I was like, whoa. So collective, this is very symbolic. You've let something out, okay? You've let something out, and perhaps you've let something go that was stuck within you. Maybe you spoke your truth. Maybe you're bringing your authenticity out. Maybe you're speaking up, speaking out, really telling people how you feel, being more truthful and honest about who you are and how you feel and how you think. Maybe you've told someone off, you know? Maybe you've shocked people with your pushback or your boundaries. But whatever this is, it was huge. It was like a big tower moment here, okay? That's what I'm getting for you. And I think you've shocked people. Like you've shocked them, or you've shocked a specific person with whatever you've done. Whatever you've done, however you've acted, whatever you've said, whatever actions you've taken, you've shocked a specific person or a whole bunch of people. But you're feeling relief. And you feel proud of yourself. You're like, yeah, that's right, right? We have karma coming out. Also on the back of the karma chip, there's this really interesting pattern that I drew. And it kind of looks like a sneeze. Like if a sneeze had a visual to go along with it, it would kind of look like that. So I think it's almost like you were in the center of something and you didn't want to be. And I see you putting your arms out and going, stop, get back, you get back, lay off. This is not your place. This is none of your business. You're overstepping. Okay, it's like you have to put up boundaries or something. I'm just seeing your hands go out and go, enough, okay? I feel like you were learning some karmic lessons here, and I think boundaries is definitely one of them. You were learning to find your voice, learning to speak your truth, you know, stuff like this. Okay, what else? New moon. So maybe this is the new you, and people are shocked at the new you. Okay, I think they're shocked. Like, whoa, we didn't expect that from collective. Yeah, look, sudden growth. Suddenly you're different. Suddenly you're new. Suddenly you're speaking up, or you've let something out, or you've spoken your truth, or you've done something. People can't believe it. Maybe you've had sudden spiritual growth, you guys. An epiphany around what you need to do and what you need to say and who needs to stay in your life and who needs to go. Ooh, look at that. As I talk about relationships, I pull the wood chip of relationships. It's like you've had an epiphany around certain relationships in your life. You know, who's overstepping and who's not. Who honors your boundaries and who violates them. And if people are violating your boundaries, I see you pushing back. Delay. Okay, so maybe you've realized that certain people have been trying to block you or stop you from moving forward or delay things coming into you, and you've had enough. Okay, there's like that 8 of Swords energy in my third eye. Spirit showing me the 8 of Swords. So maybe you were feeling like you were stuck, trapped, you were in a prison. Maybe people were surrounding you. Like in the 8 of Swords card, there's a woman with a blindfold on and she's loosely bound. Her hands are tied and there's 8 swords around her. Okay, and I feel like those 8 swords around you were certain people like closing in on you, always around you, always bothering you, always on your case, you know, do this, do that, how about this, how about that? And you're like, enough, okay, get away. Ooh, we've got a blank wood chip coming out. This is the Fool energy. Clean slate, fresh start, new beginnings. Also, I see you clearing these people out of your life. I really do. I don't know if it's permanently or temporary or what, but I think, yeah, you're starting to really honor yourself and who you are. You want to protect your peace at all costs, even if it means, you know, getting rid of certain people in your life, right? Or telling people where to go or what's up. Okay, let's see. What was this big sneeze? What's the big sneeze? What you? 10 of Swords. It was a release. Some of you may have released stuck energy that was stored inside of you as well, like anger or frustration or pain or something like that. Tell us about the big sneeze. Tell us about the big sneeze, please. 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's a release. It's a letting go. It's kind of like you've had it. You've had it. You've taken all that you can take. You're tired, you're fatigued, you're burdened, you're weighed down. You have been working hard every day, all day for so long, or people have been piling stuff on you, burdening you with their problems all the time, constantly, because apparently you're just some sort of dumping ground, right? Right, collective? That's what certain people in your life have been thinking about you, that they can just come into your life and dump their problems on you, right? Take my issues, take this, take that, solve my problems, okay? And I feel like you just had enough and you're like, no, no more, I'm done, okay? I'm done. I'm done, I'm letting this go. I can't handle this anymore. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, it's you embracing your power and your confidence and taking action in your life. Okay, we have the Devil on the bottom. So this talks about blocks and karmic relationships. I think you have released karmic relationships here. Tell me more about the sneeze. You might have even had like an explosive moment with a specific person where you really got angry and frustrated with them, okay? And they were shocked, you know, because I can hear somebody going, enough, right? Enough. And normally you don't raise your voice. You don't talk like that, okay? So this person knows that they pushed you too far. The Hangman. So this is about seeing things differently and letting go and moving with the flow of life. And I feel like you are letting go. You're letting go of specific people. I also feel like people see you differently now, okay? Whatever you've done, whatever you've said, people are like, oh, I didn't ever expect that from collective. 5 of Wands. Maybe you're fighting, you're arguing with people, you're pushing back, you're not backing down, but normally you do. Maybe normally you're a bit of a pushover to some people, okay? And this is just something that you're learning right now, is how to not be a pushover, not be a doormat, how to set boundaries with people, how to step into your power, you know, have a backbone, protect your peace. Yeah, the Tower, you guys, my gosh, that's beautiful confirmation. So I was bringing through that energy in the channeled part, like you shocked a specific person or a group of people here, you guys. You have shocked them, okay? Because I think you exploded with anger, or you really pushed back, or you have stood firm on something, or this person, they normally would be able to push you around, maybe even bully you or get what they want from you, but you are like, no, no, and you're really firm and you're standing in your truth, and they're shocked. Okay, but something that you've said or done really has surprised a specific person or a group of people here. Wow, I think it's the fact that you're not going to put up with people's garbage anymore. You've had enough. I think people were just expecting you to carry things all the time for them. Death, you've changed, you've shifted, and you're starting to show people the new you, and people are surprised. Okay, you're putting an end to specific relationships as well. Wow. 3 of Wands. Okay, so there's certain people that you don't see a future with anymore. I feel like you've created distance, you've created space, you want time alone as well. How have you shocked people? Show us the shock. Page of Cups. It's something that you've said, okay? It's something that you've said. You've really shocked somebody here. You could have shocked someone with your creativity as well. The 10 of Cups. Okay, there's a specific person that wasn't expecting you to fight for your happiness, okay, or protect your peace, but you have. Tell us about the shock. And I feel like this could actually be people in your family. You know, it could be your mom, your dad, your siblings, your cousins. It could be a spouse. It Could even be your children for some of you. You might have even shocked your children because you've been changing and they're not used to the new you. I'm telling you, there's something here around people being able to always get what they want from you, always, but not anymore. And they're so confused. Like, where is all this confidence coming from? Where's all this strength coming from? Where are all these boundaries coming from? Yeah, the moon. The moon can talk about family. So I think you've shocked your family, people that are quite close to you. It's almost like you've been hiding who you really are or what you really want from the world, but all of a sudden you're showing people who you are and what you want. And it's bringing in a lot of change. And people are just like, what? Like, I didn't see this coming. Yeah, 10 of Swords. What? I didn't see this coming. It's like all of a sudden you just snapped and you're like, I can't, we're done. And it was almost like there was no warning leading up to that. You were just taking it, you know, breathing, letting it go. Not going to start an argument. Just going to let this go and carry on. Just whatever, letting this go, moving on. I'm just going to turn a blind eye or overlook that or whatever. Let's just distract myself, move on, carry on. No, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to have an argument. You know, so you might have been just avoiding things for a long time. And then all of a sudden it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. Somebody did something or said something and you were just like, I'm done, completely done. And they're like, wait, what? Like, I didn't get a strike 1. I didn't get a strike 2 or a strike 3. I didn't get chances, multiple chances here. And it could be one person or a group of people that you're just like, no. And you've cut them out and they are shocked because it was like one strike, you're done. And they were not expecting that, you guys. They were not expecting that. Like, they're stunned. They're stunned. Page of Swords. So I feel whoever you've shocked is somebody who normally has a lot to say and they blah, 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 all day long in your ear. And you kind of sit and you take what this person says and now they're stunned. They have no words. They're speechless. So someone who normally can talk all day long has absolutely nothing to say to you. They are shocked and they are speechless and their mouth is open and they're like, ah. Like you've shut somebody up and you've shut them up quick. And they are stunned. They are stunned. Because I can see their face and they're like frozen in shock. And now maybe they're afraid because, well, they've pushed you too far and now it's over. Yeah, 5 of Wands. They pushed you too far. I feel like these people, you know, they were competitive or they always brought drama or conflict or chaos into your life. You were trying to avoid this energy and so you never wanted to speak up for yourself. Instead, you just chose to ignore it and look the other way. But all of a sudden, it just came to a boiling point. You couldn't take it anymore. And you just let out the truth. You just told people where to go. You said, we're done. I don't want to see you anymore. You know what? I actually don't even like you. Okay, we're done. Leave. And they're like, oh, what? I can't stick around and fight with you? You're not going to stick around and argue with me or whatever it is, right? This person's speechless. They're absolutely speechless. Sudden growth here for you. Yeah, the Strength card. They can't believe you're strong and confident. Like, you let out a huge roar. Enough! We're done. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm finished. 7 of Wands. It's like all of a sudden you started pushing back. Get away from me. Stop it. You know what? I don't like the way you're treating me. It's almost like you had a whole bunch of people around you with their hands out. Give me, gimme, 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 gimme. More, 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 more. And you just felt like you were being stretched so thin, and you were being like underappreciated, undervalued, overworked, underpaid. And it's like people just came in and took what you worked so hard to achieve. You know, it's reminding me of someone who would go out, work really hard all day, and then come home, and all of your family members would just be like, you know, I need help with this. I need money for this, you know, and just hounding you, hands out, more. And you're already exhausted and depleted, and nobody's coming over to you, looking at you and saying, oh, you look really tired. You must have had a hard day at work. You know, would you like a foot rub? Can I get you a glass of water? Can I make you something to eat? It's like your needs weren't being met. You weren't being nurtured or taken care of, and people just expected you to keep giving and not giving anything in return. And I think you just had enough. Queen of Swords, you're like, whoop-cha, boundaries, 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 boundaries. And people are shocked because you've never had a backbone in your life. You've never raised your voice your entire life. Yeah, Seven of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Look at you. You're pushing back. You're like, no more. Leave me alone. You're not going to get anything from me anymore because I can't do that. So there's some sort of major life decision that you're making here. Wow, you guys. Two of Swords. Now you're saying no. You're blocking people. You're telling people no and they can't believe it. And you might even be using the word no as a complete sentence. You know, hey, Dad, can I have some money? No. Oh, hey, honey, I need you to do this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this for me. And I need you to do it right now, even though you've had a really long day at work. No. What? You heard me. Well, what's your explanation? You're not getting one. It's just a big fat no. Okay? And you're going to back up and back off. And also, we're done. Okay? I don't know who this is to, but I do feel like it could be family. It could be your spouse. It could be your kids. It could be your mom, your dad. It could be a whole bunch of people. It could be the in-laws, the outlaws, whoever. The Fool. So you're having a new beginning, a clean slate, a fresh start. I feel like you're doing a complete life overhaul here. And we did have the blank wood chip coming out, which I said is like the Fool energy. And we have the Fool coming out, which is another great confirmation, you guys. Like you're having a clean slate, a fresh start. You want to start over, okay? You've had all of these epiphanies, this massive sudden growth. You're looking around at your relationships and you're like, okay, I've got to clean up my relationships. I have to set clear, healthy boundaries with people. And I feel like, you know, for some of you, I feel there's a strong desire to break up with your partner, okay? To get a divorce for some of you. It's like you've just had it and you can't do it anymore. And it's like that, okay? Or if these are your friends, you're just taking your hand and you're wiping the slate clean and you're like, I just want to make new friends, okay? All of you are gone because all of you have just been taking advantage of me. You don't see me, you don't appreciate me, you never show up for me when I need you, and all you do is take from me and push me around and add drama to my life. So no thanks, I don't need that. I don't need that at all. Okay, and I feel like if you have kids, you're really implementing boundaries with your children, okay? So if they come to you for money, it's gonna be like, well, actually, you're gonna have to earn your allowance, okay? Before I was just giving it to you, and I don't think you really appreciate money or value money, okay? And I think that it's important that if you want an allowance, you earn it. So here's how you can earn it, dun, 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 dun. You can do chores, you can do this, you can do that, you know, but I'm not just gonna give free handouts all day long, every day anymore, okay? No, I'm done. I'm hearing a lot of people whine and cry, and I'm actually hearing someone go, oh, oh, daddy, why? Like in the whiniest, most manipulative voice I've ever heard. And normally it would get your heartstrings and you'd feel bad, but not this time. You're just like, oh, you're spoiled. Okay, I've spoiled you. Oh no, it's my fault. And now I have to do damage repair here. Okay. Oh, but daddy, why? Why won't you give me money? Women holding a heart. See, these people, they know how to pull on your heartstrings, or they've been emotionally manipulating you for a long time, and now you're done. You're done. And I feel like you don't feel loved, you don't feel appreciated where you are, and you just want peace. You want peace. Okay? Strategy. So you want out. And I think you're making a plan. You're making a plan. Look, appreciation is on the bottom. You're making an exit strategy. That's what I just heard. Okay? This is pretty big, you guys. Big life change. You've shocked people, though. You really have. They weren't expecting you to change. They thought you'd always be the same. They thought you'd always be a doormat, a pushover. You'd always give them whatever they wanted, no questions asked. You know, they thought they could keep taking from you, but nope. So you don't feel appreciated or seen. I feel like, you know, it's almost like you're like a ghost in your own home, or like people walk by you and they don't even acknowledge you, or they don't like look into your eyes and actually connect with you and have meaningful, deep conversations with you and make you feel loved and seen and appreciated and taken care of, you know, and that's really missing for you. And so it's almost like you're in this energy of, why am I giving to these people? Like, they don't even love me. They don't even care. I'm just like a money bin to these people. I'm just a cash cow. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that at all. Okay? Like, of course you want to give to your children, but I feel like if you were over giving and they just were, you know, coming to you with their hand out over and over again all day long and draining you, you've had to establish boundaries around the finances there, right? Yeah, broken heart. Okay, so I feel like you're really upset. You are brokenhearted over specific people in your life who have mistreated you. You could be going through a breakup, separation, or a divorce, or thinking about it now. But I feel you're tired. Like, your heart is tired. Your body is tired. You're tired. Your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, it's exhausted. You're exhausted. You haven't been receiving love or appreciation or anything like that from specific people in your life who should be giving you those things, okay? In particular, I feel like this is your wife or your husband who they just expect things from you. And then if you don't provide those things, they're pissed. And then they just complain like Beaker off of the Muppets all day long. In fact, when this person talks to you, that's probably what you hear, because you hate their voice and you can't stand them and you can't stand the words that come out of their mouth, because it's all garbage and they're rude and they're controlling and domineering and condescending and complaining and negative all day long. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm pull my hair out. Get away from me. I actually don't love you. I don't enjoy your company. Why am I here? Okay. I need to make an exit strategy. I'm done. I want love. I don't want to be treated like this. I don't want to live like this. And I think you might have said, we're finished. I want a divorce. I'm breaking up with you. I'm moving out of the house. You denied people things that they wanted, and you put your foot down, and they are speechless. Their mouth is wide open. Their eyes are wide open. They're frozen. And you're like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Victory, victorious. So this is about overcoming a battle, overcoming challenges, overcoming a tricky situation, you guys. So you will have a victory. Your exit strategy will be successful. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You are exiting a karmic contract here. You could be going through a divorce and, you know, signing divorce papers here. Some legalities, but you're done. And you're stepping into your power, and you've said something that has completely shocked people, the throat chakra. I think it just slipped out. It was almost like you couldn't control it. It's almost like you suppressed things for so long, you suppressed your truth for so long, that all of a sudden it just came out in one big explosive expression, you know? I actually can't stand you. Get away from me. You know, we're done. And people were like, whoa, like, where did that come from? There was like nothing leading up to that. Okay, because you had been suppressing your truth, keeping it down, not telling people how you really felt for the longest time. But deep down inside, you were like seething, and it was festering and festering and festering every day, getting worse and worse and worse, and building until, bah, you know, I'm done. The sun. So everything's out in the open. I feel like you want to be happy. You want to experience peace and joy and prosperity, and it's not where you are. I feel like you're looking for someone who's really happy and positive and loving. Like, you want to be happy. You want to feel loved. You want to be in the arms of someone who sees you for you, and where there's like passion and chemistry and all of this. You don't want to be in some sort of connection with someone in a romantic sense that feels very robotic, where you know, it's very contractual. You're there, but there's no love. You don't enjoy one another's company. In fact, you want to be as far away from this person as you possibly can. You want to be as far away from this person as possible. And then you realized, you know what? This is not a way to live. This is not how I want to spend the rest of my days. I have to make changes. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that you're doing the right thing, and they're proud of you. Okay, they're really proud of you. Cornucopia, you have a lot of abundance and blessings coming in, you guys. You're releasing a karmic connection here, and you've been learning some really important karmic lessons around self-worth, self-value, boundaries, not putting up with people's, you know, negativity, all of that. Okay, and I feel like now that this is out and in the open and you've actually said it, you feel better. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off of you. Yeah, look, abundance. This woman is raising her arms to the sky and kicking up her heels. She's skipping, she's running, she's dancing, and there's dollar bills, there's money floating all around her. So you're feeling light, you're feeling free. You're like, I did it. I spoke my truth. Sure, it may have shocked people, but it's out and I'm feeling so much better. Like, yes, I should have done this a lot longer or a lot sooner, but that's okay. I did it now. So it says, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So Spirit just wants you to stay positive. You're on the right track. Everything's going to work out. You're a really happy, positive person. And I think the person that you've been with, or the people that have been surrounding you, are like very negative, very controlling, very boring. And they steal your energy, they steal your light, they steal your smile, they deplete you. They don't bring anything to the table of value to you. They don't make your life better. They don't lift you up. They bring you down. And that's how you know these people are not good for you, and that you have to make changes, right? You have to make changes. Of course, if it's your children, well, you know, you just got to deal, okay? You just got to deal. That's part of being a parent. But if it's, you know, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, you know, like changes can be made. Changes can be made. And if it is your kids, you know, changes can be made too, in the sense that, hey, I don't like the way you're treating me. We need to talk about this. Let's talk about respect. I want you to appreciate me and money, and this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, you have to earn it. You have to earn your allowance so that you respect it. So you respect money when you get it. All of that. And again, if it's your friends, if it's specific friends that you've let go, I don't even think you gave them an explanation. I think it was just like, I don't want to see you again, right? You're going to manifest exactly what you want. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Yeah, you're free. You're kicking up your heels. You're I almost said skiing, so maybe you like to ski. You're singing, you're dancing, you're skipping. You're free. Freedom from a toxic relationship or a whole bunch of toxic relationships, you guys. I'm really getting that for a lot of you. You were with a spouse that was a nitpicker, a complainer. Anything that came out of that person's mouth was negative. Anything and everything that came out of their mouth was a complaint or something negative or something controlling or something snarky or rude or sarcastic. And you had enough. You had enough. Okay, we have kisses coming out. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So you're going to be receiving love and affection the way that you want and deserve in this next relationship that you have, okay? And you'll be falling in love with somebody, getting the love and the affection and the appreciation and the chemistry and the passion that you want and you deserve, okay? After this contract is tidied up here, okay? You're changing, you're growing. Somebody in your life or a group of people, they just love to come in and cause mischief, cause trouble. And, you know, these people, they've been exposed to you and you're taking action, right? There's been a big tower moment, a big upheaval, a lot of quick, sudden change that people were not expecting. Just hang in there. You're going to rebuild. You're rebuilding your life. Teamwork. Yeah, so I feel like you really took a good hard look at your relationships and you realized, you know, I want people who are on my team. I don't want people who are working against me or creating issues in my life, okay? Nope, that's not going to work. I need to clean up my relationships. Communication. So I feel like you have really important communication coming in from like a new love here, you guys. You might have already fallen in love with somebody else, you guys, for some of you. You could already be talking to someone that you want to move towards, someone who's really loving and open and like a total sweetheart, okay? They're the complete opposite of the person that you've been dealing with, and you're very drawn to this person. But again, with communication, I'm getting you said something that really shocked people. They weren't expecting you to say what you said. Survival. So I feel like you got really sick and tired of feeling like you were in survival mode. It's almost like you had to hide from these people, or you had to hide from your spouse or your partner or something like that. Or they would make you feel small, you know? And you're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live this way anymore. Okay? Let's get some romance angels to close out. People are shocked at the new you. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Exactly. Okay? I think you've shocked your partner or your spouse. Okay? I think that you guys want more. You want to feel love. And you're in an unrequited love situation. You don't love this person. They don't treat you right. Okay? And you're going to be moving towards somebody where there's a lot of attraction, a lot of chemistry, and a lot of love. It's what you want, and it's what you deserve, and it's what you're going to get. Yeah, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you're moving away from an unrequited love situation here, and you're moving into a relationship where there's a lot of tender feelings, emotional feelings. Real feelings, real romantic feelings that you and this person are going to explore together. I think that's something that's been missing in your life, you know? Someone who is actually going to love you for you, see you for you. They're going to care about your well-being. They're going to want to pour into you, nurture you, treat you right, love you, pamper you. I mean, come on. How can you say no to that? And you're going to do the same thing for them. It's going to be really balanced. It's really sweet, you guys. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you and this person, you know, I think that this is signifying a new relationship and just the excitement of a new relationship as well. You may be going away on a trip or a vacation, just the two of you. So there's going to be movement here in your relationships, and you know what? You're going to be happy. You're going from a space of misery into a space of bliss. That's what you're doing, because you're taking action in your life, and you're actually taking ownership of your truth and your feelings. Okay? So this is big. This is big, you guys. Big. People are stunned. They're shocked, but that's just too bad. You've got to live your truth, right? You've got to live your truth, because look what happens when you don't, right? You suffer, everyone else suffers. And that's a betrayal to yourself. We're here to live and love and be loved and laugh and be happy, right? Yeah. So that's what's coming in for you. The Empress. You have an Empress coming in to love you, nurture you, honor you, cherish you, treat you right, take care of you. Okay? This person loves hard, and this is something that's been missing from your life, and you're going to get this, okay? And then this person's going to like make up for all the years that you spent with that toxic person who was just yelling and nitpicking at you every day, all day, okay? You're going to make up for lost time with this person, all right? So congratulations, wishing you all the best, and I look forward to reconnecting with you in the next one. Take care.